Good day, everybody. April 11th, 2025. I hope everybody has had a fantastic week thus far. I know we are rounding it out at Friday. We will have a lot more information coming throughout the weekend to see what happens next week. We do have interest rates that are continuing to decline. Big changes in the Fed with the tariffs and the moratorium and these other things. So it's definitely having an impact. Looking at house sales, they are continuing on pace for this year, what is very much a traditional year, at least at this point. But with interest rates coming down into the fives in some cases, depending on your credit worthiness, your credit score, all of these other items that are really factored in to making a decision where your particular interest rate will be. You can go on the online systems, maybe bankrate.com, to be able to see what the current garden variety overall view of an interest rate would be, but it's very much dependent on you. So don't get coaxed in with a bait and switch type thing where you're seeing something incredibly low online, because there are a lot of requirements to be able to get these particular super low interest rates that you might see advertised. So watch out for that. As far as the Santa Clarita market goes, we are sitting at 630 total active listings, 17 coming soon. The 17 coming soon can be seen if you're not already getting those emailed to you. And that's the way it has to happen. You're not going to see those on the syndication websites because they don't have access. And in fact, if you're on a real estate agent's website, they don't have access. You have to have those emailed to you directly from your agent or a agent. You can hit me up if you go to SantaClaritaOpenHouses.com / coming soon. You'll be able to get those. Now we have 9 listings coming soon, 94 new entering in the last week. We have 86 properties that have had their prices changed. These are actually, majority of these are reductions in listing price, but those listing prices aren't indicative of a market that has property prices that are actually reducing. It's sellers that have put their properties onto the market 5 or 10% above the last sold properties. So we're just not going up at that particular rate. We're somewhere around 1 to 3%, depending on the city out here, as far as what we're increasing, as far as the housing prices happen to be. So it's not actually an overall reduction in prices. It's just sellers wanting more. They get to a particular point, hitting critical mass. They're not seeing the movement on the property, so they strategize that reducing the price is going to be helpful. And in fact, it's shown that does, because it kicks off all the marketing and advertising again online, because there is a new price reflected. Back on market properties, 25 properties fallen out of escrow, going back on the market for sale. And let me just focus real quick on expired and canceled. You need to have your agent set you up and look at these properties that are no longer on the market, because they might fit. They can go and introduce themselves to the seller, say they have a buyer, make that connection. I'm Connor. We'll see you in the next one.